Here we are, the 29th day of September, 2023. You can see behind me, we have almost to the peak of color. Look up on the hill there. It's pretty dark today. We're getting some clouds left over from a tropical storm that came up the coast. It's going to rain mostly south of us today. Slight chance here. Hopefully it doesn't, because I'm going to be doing some little bit of outside project today. Take a look here real quick at the river. We're running real slow. Things have slowed down immensely. We're looking at probably going to be running out of power if we don't get any rain in the next 5-6 days. It happens pretty much. It's a common occurrence. We haven't had any shutdown this year so far, so we're doing well. We're not complaining at all about it. Chickens and the turkeys are doing well. The young girl started laying eggs about 2 weeks ago, so they've been doing better. They're following me because they know I give them treats. So the ducks are over there with the rooster. Rooster was picking on them today, so Robert, the bigger he's the darker greenish colored gray green duck. He's bigger than the rooster, at least taller than the rooster, and he could chase the rooster down if he wanted to, but he just kind of doesn't care. So we've been getting about six eggs a day from these guys, and that's pretty good. They're 18 hens, so they lay 300 eggs a year. So it's not quite one a day. They're still young, so they're not even into their prime laying time. So they're all right. Nothing out of the one hen, the one hen duck. Hopefully we'll get something soon from her. Who knows? If we get one egg out of her, I'll one egg a week, I'll be happy. It doesn't seem that she's picked a partner yet, so of course she's got 5 people that follow her around all the time, so when she does, I guess we'll know who the dad's going to be, and I'll probably try to hatch some of those eggs out. I'll have to check and find out how long it does take. But we're down here at the waterfall taking a quick look. I pulled the boat buoys out the other day. We had a nice day, and I got a break in work, so I come down and spent a couple hours in the boat buoys and moved the dock that was on the dam. I moved that out of the way, got rid of it. Well, pushed it over. We'll find out where it goes and what happens later. At least it's to a spot where we can actually get to it and work on it. But the waterfall's still going. We don't have the flow that we should have. Generally, as we go into October, we get into a more of a wet month. Just not here. So it looks like with the super El Nino that they're talking about, it's going to be a warmer and drier winter. Won't really hurt my feelings, but drier is kind of a negative, but it is what it is. And we had a wet summer all summer long, so we've made good power. It is what it is. That's what we're going to have to do. That's You can't control what happens to the weather. Although some people like to try, and you know, it is what it is. You normally get, if you're average of 12 inches a year, you're going to get 12 inches of rain or water through the year. Whether it comes in the summer, whether it comes in the winter, that's what you're going to get. I think we're at 125 inches or something like that. I'm not sure. So, but, you know, it rained all summer. July was the wettest July on record here. So that means we put out more production than we ever have for the month of July, and actually through the whole summer. We just set record after record after record. So, you know, at some point you pay for that. And it looks like we're going to be paying coming shortly. So, it's okay. We'll take it. We'll just do what we got to do and take what we got to take. But you can see the brilliant colors, the reds. There's lots of reds this year, so because of all the rain. Usually when you have rain, you get reds. When it's real dry, everything turns yellow and drops. So it's a quick season. This has been lasting. My mom and Aunt Dar were here last week. So we got you know, we got to visit. We went up on the Whiteface Mountain, up on top. Had a good time. We went to Lake George. We did a boat ride at Lake George. Everybody does boat rides at Lake George. That's what you've got to do. And you know, we had a good time. When we went to Whiteface Mountain happens to be at Lake Placid, so you know, we went there. Saw the Olympic ski jump, saw the bobsled, you know, the touristy type stuff. We came down one of the routes through the high peak region of the park, and we pulled alongside the road and saw a couple rock climbers way up high. Watched them for a little bit. That was enjoyable. It was quite interesting. And then we went up on top of it. You drive up to Whiteface Mountain. It's just over 4,200 feet. So we went up to Whiteface and saw the views and took in the lights and the scenery. Talked to some people up there. Had a good time. What? Okay. Then what happened? Oh, she's done talking. But anyways, yeah, then we came down, just kind of meandered our way back down. So we took a couple 100-mile trip that day. Come down along the Hudson River. Where we're at in Hudson River, you could really just about walk across the entire thing. Still wide, but not as wide as it is down in the city. You're not going to land a 747 on it. Scully didn't crash here. If he would have crashed here, there wouldn't have been nothing left. So we don't have that kind of a Hudson River. It is the Hudson River, but it's not the very large tidal areas of Hudson. It's the headwater. So nice location. Look, and it looks like our screen here. The water's clear. The water's clean. You can see the bottom. See all the rocks. They use it quite often for every day through the summer, through the season for whitewater rafting. So if you ever wanted to do that, you could do that up here in Hudson. Get on the Hudson River. Get in Indian Lake is a good spot to jump off and do that. A couple different rafting companies up there. The other things that have happened, we had to go to Indian Lake the other morning because uh, they had a structure fire they had to go to up in the Long Lake, which is it's quite a distance from Indian Lake to Long Lake, at 25 miles, I think. So they had to go up there and help with that. The little hamlet of Blue Mountain Lake was also summoned up there, so I left nobody in the central part of the county. So we went north with a truck and crew and sat at the Indian Lake Station in case something happened. That's what our mutual aid help is, and we do what we can, help out each other, and if they needed us at the station, or at the scene, we went to the scene. So the house was a total loss. It was fully involved when the call first went out, and kind of happens up here when it takes so long to get anything and everybody together. So unfortunately, that's the way it happens. They did have mutual aid from Tupper Lake and Newcomb and a couple other burgers up there, and so it was mostly a water relay type of situation. Anyway, so we got back from that and didn't have any calls. We had some training the same night. No, that was the next morning. The night before we had the training, so we did the training. We went out to the top of Wingo Island in the middle of Lake Pleasant, and we keep a hose and a pump, a portable pump. That it's actually a float pump. You put it right in the water, it pumps right to you. So we took that in. Basically weather, for the weather related stuff for the winter. Anything we could get damaged, we put away. We do that, put it out in the spring, take it in the late September, 1st of October time frame. Something happens in the out on the island in the off season, we're pretty much going to try to figure that out as we go, because there shouldn't be anything happen, but you never know. There's nobody out there, nobody using the facilities, but that doesn't mean that somebody didn't get out there and start a fire, and so what would we do then? I'm not really sure. We would have to figure that out. It depends on what the we're not going to have a boat in the water, especially if the ice is there. So what are we going to do? How are we going to get there? It's going to be interesting. I guess we call the DEC, and wait for the airboat to come. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to bring that up at a meeting and find out and say what we're going to do, when or if. Other than that, I mean, it's been pretty quiet. Been really busy for me, but pretty quiet. We did on Monday, I did 6 close-ups. Tuesday, we did 2 close-ups, and I don't remember what else. We went down and worked on the trailer some more. Gonna do some more on that this coming week. Try to get things wrapped up on that. Got to get the electrical inspector there to give me any heads up that we would need for the electrical, and just give it a once over, see what else he wants to see or what else we would need there. Then we're going to try to figure out from that point. Today I got the one trailer that's got to be done. Plus I've got to go down to Mayfield and do a quick waterline repair. And tomorrow I'm planning on going to, here comes the ducks. Tomorrow I'm planning on going to Morehouse to do do some work. Water heater, basically she puts the thermostat in the water heater. It's not a big deal. But I've also got to close the house down for the winter. So I'm going to start on that. I'm going to see, they're painting the roof. So I've got to see where the painters are at. They're going to be there on tomorrow. And if they're going to be done this weekend, I might just have to put it off till Monday. I also have another big repipe job, main sewer line that's got to be done this coming week. Got to get back in the house with the furnace house, the little teeny house, and do some finishing up work in there. The spray foamers were in there last week, so when the spray foamers get in there, you can't go in. So you're actually locked out of the house for at least 3 days while the foam cures. So because of off gassing. So got to get that done. Got to get. I got a small project up in Sabile that's got to be done. That's going to happen next week. From there, I've got to work on the. I've got a close up on to weatherize some water lines. That's going to be a couple-day project. I've got to build a couple little walls, styrofoam insulation, put some plastic down on the ground to help stop the moisture, hang an electric heater in there. But first I got to fix the plumbing because the water lines, because the guy that was there before me just laid everything on the ground. Nothing will drain, so it's got to be fixed first. So quite an extensive project there. I gotta get a new nail gun, air nailer. So I gotta get that. My air compressor's getting weak, so I gotta replace that. So on and so forth. Maybe I'll get that. Go down and get a new air compressor and the nail gun this weekend. I don't know, but we'll find out. So that's where we're at. I guess we'll talk to you later. I know we haven't been very consistent with videos, but I'm going to try to get more in that. Probably do 3 a week, just to keep everybody updated, see what's going on, see what the weather is. Take a look at the way everything's changing. Pretty soon the log trucks have been going in, so the loggers are starting for their fall stuff. We got to grab a hold of one of those and see if we can get these trees cut up to the top. So lots of stuff on the plate, that's just trying to keep busy. All right, well, that's it for today. As always, you guys take care of yourselves and those around you, because really, that's all that we got. I'll talk to you later.